the list whilst you guys send in a challenge. This is a list that we R1 I already played against you with this Alazzle deck. Let's give someone else a chance. And yeah, so this is the Darkrai HYPNO deck. There are two different HYPNOs that could have been used. One did 20 damage plus 10 for every damage counter, so I thought about combining that with Mega Lakazam, but and then there's this one which puts a Pokemon to sleep, puts both active Pokemon. And R1, I mean, I know it was a bad game, but oh cool, Joe bro. I know it was a bad game, but you did choose to use a fire deck against my Steelix deck. So yeah, the HYPNOs were really bad, so I generally couldn't come up with a good, like this HYPNO hits for 50, the other one hit for 70 and put you to sleep, so I feel like this one would give us a bit more fun, and it still features HYPNO to an extent, I guess. I really can't afford to not no Snorlax. It just requires too many energy, and R1, if not many other people are sending in requests, then I guess we can play again. Oh no, the Remoraid's are prized, the two Remoraids. Why does that happen? Why does that happen? Both Remoraids are prized, that's so sad. That is oh so sad. Okay. We had a pretty good turn. Like, if we had been able to get a Remoraid out, we had a really good turn. Except for the fact that we're just not hitting energy. Okay, Ultra Ball. Evolution and Fire. I mean, now you could use this Alazzle deck, just so that the playing ground is just more even. Okay, so we get double HYPNO here. We get double HYPNO, and we can do this. We really don't need to Ultra Ball for anything. We do hit the Dark, which is very nice. And then we use Cynthia. I'm also using Chaos Tower instead of the Goodnight Babies or something like that it's called. We still don't get energy. But yeah, I'm using that Stadium instead, simply because, oh, Goodnight Babies is the ability. The Stadium that if you're asleep you heal 30 and you remove the special condition. Just because I don't want to help my opponent. And because this is a HYPNO deck, supposedly, I'm just gonna double sleep my opponent. But he immediately flips heads and I flip tails. Okay. Is that the 5th tail in a row since the Steelix? Okay, there's a Alazzle. Ooh, it's the non-GX Alazzle. I guess the new blend energy makes Golisopod and Salazzle an okay combination. Team Skull Grunts. That's the only card my opponent had left in his hand, so I generally think it would have been better for him to play, to wait to play it, simply because he saw that I didn't attach energy the previous turn, so that probably meant that I didn't have energy myself. I flipped tails once again on the slip flip. Do I want an elixir? Probably not. I'm gonna Ultra Ball. Kukui is so good though here. I can just not use the elixir. And then I'll set up another Darkrai. And then I will Cynthia here. I'm just not gonna draw energy today. I'm playing 8 basic and 4. 8 basic and 4 DCE. How many did I prize then? I priced 1, 2. I just priced 1 darkness. That makes no sense. Okay. So slow and steady, but my opponent is also going very slow and steady. No Darkrai GX because it takes 3 darkness to power up. I mean, it could have been a good option, I guess. I was just focused on... I was just trying to make Good Night Babies as useful as possible. I guess Darkrai's GX attack is actually a viable combination as well. Now, I really don't want to end my opponent this turn, so I'm just gonna put us both back to sleep. And then next turn I will end. He flips heads, I flip tails. as should be. There's a float stone. Ooh, so goodbye Darkrai. Goodbye Darkrai, but this is where we have a chance to return KO this Golisopod thanks to Professor Kukui. And let's go, right? Oh, we need... Oh, no, never mind. We need exactly Stadium and TC. We need exactly Stadium and TC. So, I'm gonna Palpad the Cynthia and the N. I guess I should have a Darkrai GX here. And we finally hit a DCE. Ooh, we get the Professor Kukui as well. And we get Chaos Tower. Okay, this way I can't be put to sleep. I can, however, put my opponent's Pokemon to sleep, which is very nice. And then we just Dark Head for a lot of damage. Okay. Lily for 3, that's fine. My opponent did wake up. I think he has woken up every single time. Ooh. So GX Choice Band? No, Crossing Cut GX, okay. So we're still in this. Now, Necrozma being weak is actually really bad. For my opponent, we do have a knockout on this Salazzle here. I will also do this, and I will do this, and then I think I will end my opponent here. Escape board. Escape board could have been okay, I guess. Wow, 3 energy and a max elixir, which will obviously not hit. And then Good Night Babies. And then Dark Head for the knockout. So finally our first knockout. I'm okay with this because my opponent only has 1 threat in Golisopod. So this is more like a Darkrai deck, but I'm generally like I generally tried to come up with ideas for Hypno and there just wasn't anything better. And this is standard legal. So these are all decks that also don't use Tapu Lele or don't use more than 1 Tapu Lele, so some are potentially like decent budget decks to an extent. I don't agree with that evolution simply because my opponent already had the knockout anyways, and just to draw an extra card, it definitely didn't seem worth it. Devil Spray. Ooh, Devil Spray is very scary though. Well, what's gonna be even scarier is... wait, what? Oh, that was the plan. Fair. Okay, he does lose the Necrozma though. Ooh, that was a good turn by my opponent. So never mind. I guess he always had a plan. Hypno's retreat cost is 2. Okay, so I do hit the DCE. So now I need to hope that my opponent doesn't have a choice band. a Choice Band and a Golisopod wins him the match here. So I'm gonna use Dark Head for a bajillion damage. But HYPNO has a 2 retreat cost. Yeah, so it's not a good pivot. Unfortunately. Do you think the new unit energy, fire, grass, water is good for playing any grass Pokemon and fire in the same deck? I mean, that combination seems okay. Not the best, but not the worst either. Ooh, there was a Choice Band, but no Golisopod, I guess. I feel like if they're gonna keep doing like the double, like reprinting the same card but in their alternate typing, if they come up with a water type Golisopod, that would actually make Golisopod even better, and it would make the blend energy really, really good. I think there's like maybe Leafeon plus Turtonator sort of deck could be very good. And okay, so my opponent will just need to hunt down this Darkrai basically to beat us. We flipped tails, but we were going to retreat anyways, and we hit the N, which is very nice. Well, it's actually not very nice. No, it's okay, because I have knockout here with Dark Bolts. And my opponent says he misplayed. Did you have Golisopod? If he did, then he could have won. If he had Golisopod, he would have won here. And then the N hopefully will keep our Darkrai safe and not give him a Golisopod. That's the hope at least. So we're gonna retreat just with a DCE. Oh yeah, he should have retreated. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he should have promoted Wimpod, attached the DCE, retreated into Golisopod. He would have used First Impression plus the ability. That would have been knockout. That would have been knockout. But yeah, I can't come up with like a better combination for fire, grass, water other than this one. If they release a water type Golisopod, that would be really good though. Really, really good. Okay, so we need my opponent to not have Golisopod. We really need that. We're down to 1 prize card, so... okay. So that is really bad. Because First Impression means... like, we would need to top deck Kukui. I mean, not First Impression, Armor Press. I don't think there's... well, I guess there is a way we win. We need Golisopod to stay asleep, which it hasn't done the whole game. Water Golisopod would be broken indeed. It would be pretty good. Okay, so let's draw 3. And yeah, so we're hoping... ooh, I did get the Kukui, so silly DCE. I'll just play the Kukui. This was ideally how we were going to deal 210 damage. But because of Armor Press, we rely on a 50-50 chance. Can we get a Tails Flip for my opponent? No, he woke up every time. Every time he woke up. GG. GG. Okay. So, who's up next for the Darkrai HYPNO challenge? Or the HYPNO challenge, rather. No new friend requests so far. So, yeah, guys, send me a challenge. If you'd like to play against this deck, feel free to send one. R1, I guess, if you wanna send it. Yep, there we go. Okay. So let's play, and then we can play 2 games with my awful Kingler deck. Okay, so we lose the coin flip, which is never a good thing. It's just all those turns where we didn't get energy, they set us too far behind. Joe Bro, yeah, it came down to a coin flip. That was cool. Rob, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching all the way from South Africa. That's amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by, seriously. It's very kind of you. Okay. So, once again, huge thanks. Huge thanks to Tabletop Village for sponsoring the channel and this series. It's thanks to them that we were able to bring it back. And yeah, our hand is just not looking great here. Turn 1 Bridget for my opponent. Salazzle, Lurantis, Leafeon, I would imagine. No Volcarona. Yep, there we go. Salazzle, Salandit, Fomantis and Eevee, but you get the point. No energy though, which is good. Okay, I'm gonna Professor Kukui first. And then I get an Ultra Ball. Can discard a Choice Band and a Dark. And then get a Darkrai. I feel like my Remoraid will probably be safe for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And also this. And then I will pass. And then I shall pass. Here's an Ultra Ball. For Lele, maybe for Cynthia, maybe for Lurantis GX. That would be very sad. Although we know my opponent doesn't have an energy. Evo Soda and Bridget. Okay, so prioritizing the Ultra Ball before Evo Soda, and even going for the Leafeon. Not relying on the grass energy. Already a Lele. If my opponent didn't play Evo Soda, that means his hand is really good. So he's gonna Cynthia here, yeah. Because he knows my hand is bad as well. And USP Master, thank you so much for stopping by to the stream. It's always appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My pleasure. I love hanging out with you guys. Oh, you were going with like a Team Skull vibe. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so Fomantis. Ooh, there we go. There we go. We can get a knockout here. Or we can preemptively attack Leafeon. The issue with that is Leafeon actually just heals off the damage very easily. 110, he goes down to 60, and then another 110 because I have no way to put my opponent to sleep yet. And we get a Professor Kukui. Oh, if I had a Drowsy, that Professor Kukui would actually be clutch. Now, ooh, energy on Salazzle. So is he really going to use a GX attack just to evolve a Fomantis? Oh, nope, never mind. Lurantis GX then? Or just another, no, a retreat. Yeah, looks like he's just gonna Grand Bloom GX for one Lurantis. Fair enough. Ooh, and oh, I was gonna say it's even priced, but no, never mind. Okay. We gotta get rid of the Professor Kukui here. And the HYPNO? No, and the Nespal. That was a harsh top deck though. I did have another HYPNO. I still have one Professor Kukui. I also have the Pulpad. I do rely 100% on the Floatstone here though. Or a DC. A DC also does the trick. And there's a DC. I do want to play it this way so that I can't be put to sleep. And there's a Sycamore, so that's really nice. Now discarding the Nespal seems very silly. No, no Drowsy. Darn. No Drowsy here. And with the Elixir. Okay, let's go. I'll retreat. The heal is very annoying though. It's really, really annoying. And I guess we know he doesn't have DCE, which is good for us. He might top deck it, but he doesn't have DCE yet. If I hadn't kept the HYPNO, I would have the HYPNO next turn. So I would be able to get rid of the Leafeon. So things aren't looking great right now. Things are not looking the best. We see an Ultra Ball for a Fomantis. That's fair. What did he discard for the Ultra Ball? Salandit and the GX. Ooh, so he does run the GX. So that was very fortunate for us. Oh, and he passes. Okay, so my opponent is dead drawing, which is good for us. And he even didn't use the ability for whatever reason. I guess he forgot. So let's Cynthia. And nope, we can't quite get a Drowsy. But that's okay, because Darkrai is sweeping in this HYPNO deck. I genuinely want a Drowsy. Drowsy will make my setup that much better. I really want a Drowsy. Okay, Floatstone. And then pass. Yeah, my opponent is dead drawing pretty badly. This is the revenge of the Magnemite. Revenge of the Magnemite. Okay, so we get an Ultra finally. Yep, looks like he's stuck. I can get rid of an N and a Stadium. Doesn't look like he has much in the way of removing Stadiums, which is good. Good for us, I mean. And there's an Energy, there's a Floatstone, there's a Cynthia. I don't want to end my opponent, of course. And okay. So this Nest Ball is actually pretty decent. That way, if he knocks out the Drowsy, we can still get a knockout. I can Pulpad, Guzma, and Professor Kukui. And then we are looking for HYPNO here. We're just looking for HYPNO. Okay, some damage on the Lele. Some damage on the Lele. There's a Guzma to try and buy himself some time onto the Drowsy, which does have a 2 retreat cost, which is definitely very annoying. But I do have the DC, so let's Cynthia here, and maybe I can get this knockout on the Lele, and then maybe we can finally hit for 210. Okay, I guess I'll Elixir once, and I whiff. Well, I'll do it twice, it's okay. Okay, that's a hit, that's good. And then that way, in case something happens to our Darkrai, we are still in an okay position. And yeah, he's just not getting any supporters, unfortunately. So sorry, R1. It's like I said, it's the revenge of the Magnemite. Revenge of the Magnemite. Okay, so we use HYPNO. I mean, the order of things, strictly I should be drawing before retreating and whatnot, but I don't think it matters too much. Just trying to make the deck as thin as possible in order to make sure we can Professor Kukui for the win next turn onto the Salazzle. If he uses the GX attack, that would actually be very annoying. If he manages to use Salazzle's GX attack. Oh, he already used a GX attack, never mind. So there's no way Darkrai goes down here. GGR1, sorry you dead drew. I really wanted to knock out the Salazzle for 210. Really wanted to do that, but I guess I'll attack for 210 anyways. And there we go. Darkhead, GG, and now it's time for Kingler, guys. Now it's time for the awful Kingler deck, so don't expect too much. Like, if you can bring